lordy lord, here we are at home. Every time we connect the battery. Yeah, we're home everyone. Just in case you didn't know. All the dogs in the neighbourhood are howling. Can you hear them? Yeah. Fun times. Aiden's fiddling with the ram. I've poured myself a cider. Poured myself a cider, love. Cider and snacks for dinner since we just got back to starting base. So how's this adventure going for you, love?
Oh, trying.
Oh yeah, it's fun times.
Flies.
Flies. Nah, we never complain about flies. It means we're in the outback. She get really annoyed when people complain about the flies. It's like, yeah, well, you're in the outback. What's this bloody flies? What are you, Irish?
Yes.
This is looking like a familiar scenario, isn't it? Yeah, bonnets up. Fun times on the road. So not only did Aiden drive for 10 hours yesterday to Mildura and back to replace a part on the Ram, which we were hoping would fix our lighting issues so we could tow the caravan today. No, that didn't work, so it's back to square one with that. We just got to Port Augusta, thought we'd grab a few groceries. The remote's not working for the car, which is no big deal. It's like, okay, just get out the key and go old school. Hey, Aiden.
Yep. Except it wasn't the remote.
Except it's not the remote. We got a replacement battery there for the remote. And we thought, oh yeah, that's all cool. Seemed to work when we came out. That was fine. We just got to Kimba because we thought we'd get to Kimba today and then we were going to decide which direction we were heading, because it's been so hot you kind of can't decide until you're on the road. And Aiden decided that he needed a loo stop, and so he took off to the loo. The car was all unlocked, every button was set, it was unlocked, and I went to get out the car in the middle of town in the main street because I thought I'd just get myself a little cup of tea. And I think we woke up the whole of Kimba. As soon as I opened the door, the panic alarm went off, lights flashing. You can't do anything, you can't turn it off. It just goes on and on and on. So I thought all I could do was remain as cool as a cucumber, and rang Aiden, going, "Where the F are you?" But of course he could hear the car in the loo round the corner, and couldn't do anything about it because the remote's not working. Well, apparently we're not sure. Yeah, the remote's working. Anyhow, because Aiden's been chatting to our old mate who's looking at the Ram issues in Mildura, he gave him a call, and anyway, we just disconnected the battery to see if it resets the computer, like the car battery, and we'll reconnect it soon. And if it's all gone to shit, it looks like we're camping in the dead centre of town. We're out the front of the Kimba Cemetery. Might be the best place to be if we have to camp, because no one's going to appreciate our alarm coming on and off in the middle of the night every time we move or open a door, or who knows? Who knows what the F is going on? Nothing's going to plan, is it, love?
No.
And that's travel life, right? You know, there's just one little dicky wire somewhere that means that we can't actually tow our caravan at the moment. And now we're troubleshooting this. So remains to be seen whether we'll just turn around and go home today. We're actually about 3 hours already away from home. Or whether we'll just keep on keeping on and waking everyone up all across the Eyre Peninsula. Okay, so pull over Police escorts. When you know there's police escorts, you know that whatever's coming is big. You need to pull over, get off the road. Don't muck around. Just do it, peeps. Because you never know in Australia what's coming down the road. And today it's a house. Someone's house is on its way to the outback. So if you're out on the air highway, you see the red flags flying out here. Along these fence lines you can see signs. Don't be tempted to go walking in there. And this is why. These guys are out here doing their army training, I guess. Red flags up. Great area for them to do it. And actually it stretches all the way down into the Spencer Gulf if ever you go and stay along there. It's okay on the Gulf side, but on the other side there's all warning signs along the fence lines. Whew, it's hot out here today. So this is Iron Knob. Always wanted to stop here. Today's the day. For those of you that might not be from Oz, this is a loo, a toilet, otherwise known as the good old dunny. Isn't that right, Aidan?
Yep.
Bit of Aussie slang for you there. So there's a donation camp area at Iron Knob. Excuse me, blowing the flies away. Very quiet. There's not that many people that live here now, but there is a camp kitchen area, and there's some new showers and toilets gone in just over there. There's my husband. Where are you going? Are you happy to be back on the road, love, with all the flies? Having such a great day so far, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, shit happens on the road. We love a 6-hour round trip to go nowhere.
That's better than my 10-hour round trip yesterday.
Oh, far out. I just said to Aiden, are you sick of driving? Because I can put the L plates on and drive, you know. Anyway, get home and disconnect the battery again, try the other remote we've got and see what's going on. Anyhow, probably going to have to go back to Mildura again with the RAM to sort out the light issues, so I'm sure Daniel's got nothing better to do than deal with us. So back through Port Augusta we go, back through the ranges we go to get to home base. But we'll definitely get a couple of day trips or whatever in over the weekend. Because we just had this time set aside between work for me. So it's incredibly frustrating, but that's fine. Look, we're back in Port Augusta. People, you've just got to laugh. Sometimes if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Our problems are looking like they're a bit bigger than just the alarm, so didn't want to risk being out in the middle of nowhere, so we're heading back to home base to sort out what the hell's going on. Port Augusta. Drive into Port Augusta, or in our case, in and out. And as you can see, heading back to the ranges in the distance. So there's the Port Augusta prison. Now, for those of you that have been following my Facebook page forever and a day, you know there's always a story. So this one time at band camp, my ex-husband and I had the kids, it's probably 10 or 12 years ago now. In the back of our car, we had a Hyundai Santa Fe and a Jayco Eagle, and we were going to Port Lincoln, and we came through Port Augusta, turned on the highway to go to Port Lincoln, and got stopped by a cop car. Well, there was cop cars everywhere, and the cop said to us, so I was driving, and the cop said, so just between here and, you know, wherever you're going, if you see any guys standing on the road, do not stop. Just keep going, don't pick anyone up. I'm like, huh? And he's like, do not stop. I said, right, so what if they're standing in the middle of the road or whatever? He's like, no, don't stop, just keep going. Gave me a bit of a wink. Okay. 2 prisoners had escaped the Port Augusta prison, and they were somewhere still in their prison uniforms, and anyway, so we proceeded on. I was feeling a bit nervous because we had the kids in the back of the car. The kids thought it was awesome. They thought they were in a movie. I kid you not, it was like being in a movie. There was planes swooping. I've never seen so many undercover cop cars in my life racing up and down the highway, and you know, even the local farmers have got on board and were out in their crop dusters searching for these 2 guys. Fortunately for us, we didn't see them, but we did come across the car that they driven off the road into a ditch, and by memory they had escaped and were hiding out in some silos. So this is travel, isn't it? You never know what you're going to come across. And I was just reminded, actually, because we just came across 3 undercover cop cars and pulled someone up on the side of the road, and all those memories of travelling days come back. Always something. Precious memories. And yeah, all that chatter in the background is our UHF. We always have it on when we're out on the road. That's a whole nother story, isn't it? You can learn a whole nother language on that thing. So heading back to our patch in the bush.
We got some of our biggest fans all around us.
Always passing our biggest fans. Other people must be so jealous. So happy. Not. Oh my lordy lord. Here we are at home. Every time we connect the battery. Yeah, we're home, everyone. Just in case you didn't know. All the dogs in the neighbourhood are howling. Can you hear them? Yeah. Fun times.